Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus and I'm so glad you could join me here today.
Dear Susmitha, this is Nicole Bergstrom in Baltimore. I started reading your newsletter of April 11th, 7 days ago, and loved your story about demented Roomba leading you to vibrate in stillness. I love your humor and insight. I love your newsletter. I didn't get to your ask for a voice message because I was rudely interrupted. But of course, I came back to finish reading and savoring. I love all of it. Did I say that? It's like spending time with a sweet friend who has amazing ideas and suggestions, and I have to go back again to finish reading and writing, making notes. I think my minute is up. Bye.
Nicole signed up for my newsletter a few months ago and she's been reading them ever since. And she always has nice things to say. She replies to the emails sometimes, tells me what she likes about them. Last week, I'd sent out a newsletter and I'd asked the readers to share what they like about my newsletters because I wanted to celebrate episode 200 here on the podcast by sharing a little bit about people's favorite newsletters. Yeah, it's episode number 200 on the Feel Good Factor. Woohoo! Thank you all for the love, the support, for listening through 5 years. Well, more than 5 years since I started this show. Very soon after starting the show, I started sending out my newsletters. Initially, I started them out as weekly newsletters. Then I realized, no, I don't want to commit to a weekly thing. It was too much pressure and I didn't want to write these emails and send them out of a feeling of obligation, but rather a sense of love and joy and flow. So I always say when people want to sign up for the newsletter, I say that I send out emails once or twice a month, depending. There's no fixed schedule. It's the one place where even more than the podcast here, I open my heart out and I have so much fun writing, crafting those emails. I send out stories, then I send out tips, plus updates like what's the latest recipe I've posted on my YouTube channel, what's the latest podcast episode, what books I'm reading, other recommendations, any courses that I've just launched, lots of stuff like that. If you'd also like to get my newsletter, go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter. That is veganosaurus.com/newsletter and sign up. Now, since Nicole spoke about the newsletter from last week, I thought, hey, you know what? That's a fun story. I should read that out to all of you. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to tell you the story of the demented Roomba that she was discussing. I got multiple replies to that, people telling how much they loved it. I don't want to build it up too much. You listen to it yourself. Here goes. On Monday morning, I found myself stepping in and out of my bedroom on a broken loop. I need to fold the blankets. 2 steps in. Oh wait, let me start filling up the water filter first. 2 steps out. You hear? Switch on the air purifier next to the bed, I think. And then 2 steps into the bedroom. Wait, did I turn off the corridor night light? And 2 steps out of the bedroom. I look like a demented Roomba. As if a jealous broom whacked it over the head and now it can't quite figure out which direction to move in. Well, I wish I were a Roomba. At least the doorway would have been free of all dust bunnies. Finally, I ground to a halt, vibrating in place for a moment. Willing myself to take a few steps into the room, I plonked onto the bed and closed my eyes. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. The tasks began to arrange themselves into a neat little line inside my head, like a trail of ants moving resolutely towards cooking crumbs on the kitchen counter. I stood up calmly. And in less time than I spent on that broken loop of indecision in the bedroom doorway, I'd completed all the mundane morning activities I'd set out to do. It's easy to feel stuck when there are too many things to do, too many choices to make all at once. Doesn't matter if it's small inconsequential stuff like should I open the kitchen window first or begin my oil pulling before that, or large life altering things like which snack should I munch on as I type this. Decision gridlock is all too common, but there's a simple solution to it. Pause. Often, a minute or two of stillness is all it takes for clarity to descend on you like a soft blanket. When I started writing this email, I went through the exact same kind of broken loop. Except this time, the Roomba was on my fingertips. Type, type, backspace. Type, 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 backspace, backspace. So many things to share with you. I don't know where to begin. But I know exactly how to break out of that pattern. Close the laptop, sit back in my chair, shut my eyes, slow breaths. Then I got up and went for an aimless wander around the house. As my legs moved, my thoughts settled like confetti on the floor after all the party guests have left. Pausing always leads to clarity, without fail. The moment my butt hit the seat, the words began to flow. So, here goes. So that was the email, and then what followed were things about the podcast, the new app called Planty that I'm obsessed with, details about that, the new meditations I've uploaded onto Insight Timer, book recommendation, and these recommendations, there were loads of them because I've been reading a lot. Fiction, non-fiction, audiobook, a lot of it. And then I spoke about a mini class that I was about to do, this bundle that just got launched, and a recipe. I shared a recipe for oat milk that's not gooey, does not taste like cardboard. So, yeah, that's a lot of information that I shared on my newsletter, and that's the one Nico loved and said all those sweet things about. So, before we end this podcast, I want you to think for a bit. How often have you gotten stuck in a decision gridlock? Too many things you have to do, so then, you're kind of paralyzed. You don't know which direction to move in. Give yourself the opportunity to pause when this happens. Just step away from everything. Sit down, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. If needed, walk around the room. Gift yourself moments of stillness. Hey, in fact, do it right now. As soon as the podcast episode is done, stop everything, sit, close your eyes, and just enjoy the stillness and peace within. All right, I'm so happy. Episode 200. This means a lot to me that, over 5 years, the feel-good factor has come this far. Thanks to all the support of everyone who's been listening. Anyone who sends me a message to share what your favorite thing was on the episode, or even talk to me about what you loved on my newsletters. All these things encourage me to keep going, keep sharing more. Again, if you'd like to be part of the Feel Good Tribe, that's my newsletter, go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter and sign up. The link is in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye.